What's up YouTube? I'm here to do my prediction video for Bigfoot versus Mir. Let's start at the bottom. First we got Ivan Lopez versus Josh Shockley. Both these guys are kinda just I'm gonna pick Ivan Jorge, and it's mainly just because this fight card's in Brazil and they usually, stack the cards so the Brazilians will win. Next is Douglas Silva versus Cody Gibson. And I don't pick Gibson. I think Gibson's one of the better looking prospects. I think he just got caught in his last fight against Gambirian, but he was looking great up until he got caught in the guillotine. So Cody Gibson by TKO. Next is Wendell Oliveira versus TJ Wahlberger, and I really want TJ to win. I think that his jiu-jitsu is good enough to beat anybody anytime, and we haven't seen him in a while, so hopefully he's cleaned up his striking a little bit. But I'm going to pick TJ by submission. Next we got Thiago Trator versus Mike Del Toro, and I'm going to pick Thiago. Once again, I think they stack the cards so the Brazilians will win most of these fights. And I just think, neither of these guys look great, but I'm going to pick Thiago. Next is William Macau versus Matt Dwyer. And both these guys I think were on the Ultimate Fighter, but, I'm going to pick Macau. I think, he looked really good in his last fight against Neil Magny. I thought he was winning. He just got tired, and Neil Magny exploited him getting tired. But he looks like a bright prospect. I think his striking and power are really good. He just needs to work on his conditioning. So I'll pick William. Next we got Jessica Andrade versus someone she's going to beat. That's the best way to put this. It's going to be one-sided. Jessica Andrade is going to win. There's no and ifs or buts about this. Jessica Andrade is the better fighter. I don't even know the other chick's name. They're clearly just giving her a fight to keep her occupied until a bigger name opponent comes up. So Jessica Andrade by however the hell she wants. Next we got Shane Strickland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio, the guy from the Ultimate Fighter in Brazil. I'm gonna pick Santiago. I don't think Shane Strickland's that good. I thought he lost his last fight against Luke Barnett, and I think Santiago is the type of guy who, he's just gonna keep moving forward on you, and he's got power everywhere, and he's a pretty decent grappler. Both these guys are decent grapplers, but I think Santiago's just gonna move in on him and eventually get the knockout. Next is Yuri Alcantara versus Frankie Sanin, and this fight makes no sense. I don't know why Yuri isn't getting a top 15 guy. He's obviously gonna win, so I'm gonna pick Yuri. I don't know how, but he's just better than this guy. Yuri needs to just fight guys that are top 15 for the rest of his career, because he's just way better than these guys that aren't top 15. So next is Rustam Khabilov versus Adriano Martinez, and I'll pick Khabilov, but I think this fight is close. I think, Adriano's size and his jiu-jitsu and the fact that he's a much better striker is going to give Rustam problems, but I think Rustam's wrestling should be enough to give him the edge. I think Rustam will probably win this fight by decision. Next is Cesar Ferreira versus Sam Alvey, and I think this fight's going to be like the fight with Holloway. I think Cesar's going to come at Sam hard, and Sam's going to land a counter shot and knock out Cesar. I think it'll be first round knockout. I think Sam, his striking, I think, is at least as good as CB's. His power is probably better. So I'll pick Sam Alvey by knockout. Next is Edson Barboza versus Michael Johnson. And Barboza's better at everything than Michael Johnson. He's going to win this fight by decision. I think he's just going to outpoint him every single round like he did against Bobby Green. And, he'll get an easy UD. Next is Antonio Bigfoot Silva versus Frank Mir. And I think this fight's going to go exactly like the Andre Arlovski fight. I think Mir is lighter on his feet and throws faster shots. And I think the fact that Silva isn't on the TRT anymore makes him slower and I think just weaker in general. I think Frank Mir's going to get a first round knockout, just like how Andre Arlovski did. But I don't think either of these guys have much left in them. I think whoever wins this fight probably has like 2 or 3 more fights left in them. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.